She made that pass at me.
He had a sister that was in my high school class, and that's how I met him at a basketball game. I offered him a piece of gum.
She didn't know me. She sat down behind me, her and another girl, and she said, "Would you care for some gum?"
I knew who he was. I was in high school.
Yeah. I just got out of the Army.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's 4 years older. Wow, probably 6 months. It was love at first sight. Actually, we went to the state of Washington and worked in the hops. And on our way back to Arkansas, we went to New Mexico to visit my family. And we ended up staying there. He got a job on the city police force. And that's where all of our children were born. Well, Lynn was our first child. He was a son.
Well, growing up with Mom and Dad was quite an experience. We got to travel overseas and lived in several different states of the U.S. because of Dad's job. One of the most important things I learned from Mom and Dad is to be upright and honest and walk the straight and narrow.
Then our second one was born in Alamogordo also, was Donna.
We traveled my whole life, so we always just had each other for the most part until we moved to Texas. Then we expanded, obviously. But just having the parents that cared like they did, they moved us places that they didn't want to go, but for our benefit. Unconditional love. That we've been through stuff that most families would just fall apart. Didn't happen. They always supported us no matter what we wanted to do, from when I wanted to be a nurse, when Tam and I wanted to start our new business. Everything we've ever done, they've supported.
And then Tammy was born in Alamogordo, all of them at the same hospital.
What my dad has taught me through the years is perseverance. I saw him really working his tail off to try and provide for us. And I remember when we moved down here from North Dakota, my mom was real sick and we had to put her in the hospital, and it was in the middle of the school year. And my dad took me and my sister shopping for school clothes, got us all enrolled in school, and took us to church, got us involved in church. So perseverance is a good word for my dad.
1932. I was born in Arkansas, and what was life like? It was tough. People had a hard time making a living back then. Picking cotton and stuff like that. That's about all they could get. They eventually got sawmills in, and it gave the men a better job. It still wasn't a good job. I mean, the wages were probably okay, but they're like $1 a day. You know, I know. It's hard to realize that somebody worked for $1 a day, but they did.
All my friends were from the island. They were in North Dakota too. And everybody got dirt bikes. And so I told my Dad, all my friends can have dirt bikes. Can I have one too? He said, you sure can. I said, great, when can I have it? He said, as soon as you go get a job and earn some money, you can buy you a bike. And that's pretty much one of the things Dad has taught me. And you know, if you want something, you work for it. Anyway.
My dad worked for $1 a day on the road, and he had to walk, I think it was 30 miles every morning to get there by work time, 12 hours shifts. he'd work 12 hours, then he'd have to walk home that night. It wasn't an easy life.
For my mom, she is one of the most patient people I know. And I didn't get that gene, so it's been a real blessing to live with her and Dad for the past 3.5 years to kind of absorb some of her goodness and her qualities. She's a real sweetheart, and I'm very blessed. We are all very blessed that they're still with us.
It was really hard, 3 little stair steps. When they took their nap, I took a nap. But I enjoyed my children. Enjoyed them very much. Actually, I was born March 4th, 1938. And when I was 3 years old, we moved from Oklahoma to New Mexico and lived in New Mexico until I got into high school. We moved back to Arkansas, where my parents were from, and I graduated from high school from there, and that's the year I met Buddy.
Well, when I was in the Army, I learned Morse code. So one day I was at work, and the boss man came through there. He says, "Is there anybody in here that knows Morse code?" Nobody held up their hand. And I said, "Well, I used to, but I don't anymore." And he says, "If you used to, you still know it." And so that they needed people in Marshall Islands, and that's how we got to go there.
There was an island where the natives lived, just probably about a mile away from the island we were on. Our island was a military base. The Marshallese ladies would come over and clean our house. You know, they were the nicest people, very honest.
I don't know what got me to diving. Did it for quite a while, didn't I? I think 2 times we was over there.
One time he even went down as far as 90 feet. Was it 90 feet?
Yeah.
But you could stay just a few seconds and you had to start coming
Yeah.
I think their legacy would be showing how commitment can keep a family together. Like I said before, through hardships and good times, bad times, when you have money, when you don't have money, family problems, the whole bit, how love can keep the family together.
Wow.
How long have we been married?
67 years. And actually, I think being faithful to each other and having the Lord in our life is what's kept us together.
There's no magical marriage, you know. All marriages, you have to work at it. There's a compromise, you gotta work together, sacrifice and that kind of stuff. They've been through all that together. I think they've been married 67 years now.
If you don't have a good marriage, life is miserable. But if you have a good marriage, it's beautiful, you know. And fortunately, we stayed together, you know. And I don't know how many times she flirted on me, but
my main thing is to really love and respect yourself and others, and actually stay close to the Lord. You know, that is a big, big thing. So if you have Him in your life, it's much easier.
Look at us, still believing in forever. If you want to see how true love should be, then just look at us.
well, we love everybody.
Our family.
We love our family and everybody that's associated with our families.
Very proud of them. of all of them.
Dressed in stock, oh my, oh my, oh. So the gun gonna have big fun on the bow. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, be the gunboat. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see Mama Jeremio. Big guitar, fill fruit jar, and be gay, oh. Son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bow. Tonight I'm gonna see Mama Jeremio. So the gun gonna have big fun.